Morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to Miss Crypto Chick there on D Live. Locked and loaded this morning. Shout out to everybody tuning in. This is another quarantine stream. Back with another one. I'm dumping LITECOIN. In fact, I already did. I want to inform you guys what the swap was. And, this LITECOIN bag that I had held for a while. And I'm going to talk about it in just a moment. But dumping LITECOIN, altcoin stocks, and more. I want to talk about the alts today. Of course, we're going to talk about the legacy markets as we have been recently, almost every day, because again, there's a correlation, guys. I don't know what else to explain to you guys. You can't be looking at crypto without looking at the rest of the markets at this moment. Real simple. Shout out to Miss Crypto Chick said for the little booms. You know it. Make sure you're touching the buttons, guys. The like, the subscribes, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here every single day. And download the Brave browser. I'm getting these ads every single day. Dig Daily Edition just hit me up with an ad. So let me click on that, get the BAT tokens. Let me know if you've downloaded the Brave browser, how many BAT tokens you've earned already. I know that it's like I haven't received a message yet that says, that someone is unhappy with the Brave browser. Most people are hitting me up saying, champ, I'm loving it. So, do it. Robert Hammock says Shivambu. I don't know what that means, but I see Shiva, and I was watching Dr. Shiva over there on the social networks, and he's been saying fire Fauci. If you don't know about Shiva, MIT doctor, and he's dropping science on him, and he says that he's got an alternative view, and I would lock and load and tune into him. Dr. Shiva. I'm not sure if you're referring to that. If not, excuse me. Shout out to Robert, Miss Crypto Chick, and the rest of the boomers. Guys, make sure you're touching the buttons. Today we're talking about dumping the lights. It's been let there be light, guys, but the light never shined. And it's still there, and maybe one day it'll come back around, but I have been holding this LITECOIN bag since before Charlie Lee, the captain of LITECOIN, abandoned the ship during an all-time high and never came back. They promised Wimble. They promised this, that, and the third, and never came to fruition. I'm sure they're still promising, but I'm out. Luckily, this past year, I've already DCA'd out of LITECOIN. At one point, my position was just, in my opinion, too heavy on LITECOIN. Too dominant. So, I had already DC'd out of that position. And luckily, the LITECOIN position wasn't as heavy, but I was looking at it and I was like, what's going on with this LITECOIN position? This thing, I've always talked trash about LITECOIN for the past year, even though, it seemed like a sound blue chipper and I thought it was going to come back around, but I'm done waiting for it. So what I did, guys, what did I do? What do you think? Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. I want to see if you guys can make the guess here. What did I swap my LITECOIN for? What did I dumped my LITECOIN right now. What did I do with it? Let's see if you guys can guess. What did I do with my LITECOIN? Yes, I have dumped my LITECOIN. Did I go to USD? Did I go to what? What did I go to? Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box and let me know what you think. And then I'll be letting you guys know in just a moment what I did with my lights, what I traded my LITECOIN for, and why. Shout out to Dark Dog over there on D Live sharing the memes, the Kermit the Frog. Shout out to everybody who's been following me on D Live. The alternative to YouTube. The alternative to YouTube. There's plenty of other alternatives, but this is the live streaming alternative. And I'm liking it. And shout out to everybody that's been following me over there and participating in these lemon redistributions that we do every single day. Shout out to Miss Crypto Chick. She already dropped me 20 lemons over there. So let me just drop 50 in the bucket. And we have 50 lemons up for redistribution. And if we get more, I'll throw some more in there. Shout out to Dark Dog, Miss Crypto Chick, CryptoZilla, and the rest of the maniacs out there. Make sure you're touching the buttons out there, guys. Let's check out the Bitcoin charts. Holding good. We got Bitcoin over there at 68.57. Kind of bottomed out over there on the weekend or just yesterday at around 67. And on Friday, going into Saturday of last week, we shared an article and our opinion that Bitcoin needed to hold that 68 or 67 price to remain locked in a fairly, to remain out of completely bearish position. That's basically, I'm not going to call it bullish because, this is far from bullish, but is it bearish? No, I don't think so. If we drop closer to 6, yeah, I would reconsider. But right now, I still think that we're semi-bullish here as we approach this halving. I got this article pulled up, and let's look at it. Bitcoin halving is now more popular than Bitcoin on Google. So, this is the event that many people have been waiting for, and let's see how this impacts the price. People are getting increasingly more interested in the halving of the world's #1 coin by market cap, Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, the interest has reached an all-time high, is now stronger than Bitcoin itself. The third Bitcoin mining reward halving, it's on its way, estimated to happen in less than a month in May, and the coin is undoubtedly more known in the world than it was in 2016. However, it seems that those already know what Bitcoin is are still looking for more info about the halving, according to Google Trends data. If we take that value of 100 is the peak popularity for the term, Google Trends explains, therefore meaning that a value of 50 means that the term is half as popular. When comparing Bitcoin halving and Bitcoin price, a term one would think of the highest importance, we find the first one very slowly rising from the late 2018 when it had a value of 3, climbing to 16 in June 19, then seeing a sharper rise in December 2019, reaching the value of 50 in March and rising further to 100 in April. So in other words, people are searching this Bitcoin halving. Okay, people are searching this Bitcoin halving. And that's good. I expect, one little last run up. Maybe we already saw it. Maybe it's priced in or not. But, it's something to consider. So, if you're looking to take profits, or if you think it's or not, this is an event. It's something's going to happen here. So it's going to go up. It's going to go down. I mean, like right now, this event is going to impact the price. My guess is that, it could drive the price closer to 8. But I don't think we're going to know 9,000 or 10,000. I'll tell you that much. I just linked the article there in the population of the chat box. And there you go. Crypto Elf is guessing that I swapped my Litecoin for USDC. And that is incorrect. I did not do that. Good guess, but no, I didn't. And, USD strong. I don't know, the USD coin. I don't really mess with the stable coins. I'll be honest. I mean, if I ever do, it's just to go in and out. And, you could still do that with other tokens or currencies. So no, the answer is no. I did not swap my Litecoin for USDC. Could somebody else guess? I have dumped my Litecoin. I had this ongoing relationship with Litecoin that I couldn't get out of. I don't know why. It's not like I was even really in love with Litecoin or anything. I just had been holding the bag. I thought it was, a good position that I had. And then, I had a good position since before Lee dumped, but, I should have. That was one of the worst moves, I think, one of the dumbest moves, that, holding on to the bag after the guy dumped it, come on. That was really dumb. Anyhow, you live and you learn. I told you guys, if you want to be a true crypto maniac savage boomer here in the blockchain battlefield trenches, you got to be prepared to lose an arm, a limb in order to gain your stripes out here, in order to gain those stars. Indeed. Drop a comment here in the population. We'll be talking about what I dumped my Litecoin for. Because look, this is the way I look at it. Litecoin, what's its selling points? It should be faster than Bitcoin and cheaper. Okay, Bitcoin is not that slow right now. It's definitely not as slow as it was back when the network was really bogged down. So and then as far as transaction cost, they're cheap. I remember at one point it was super expensive to send the bits, but ever since they tweaked up the network, I don't know if it's the Lightning, the segregated witness, or whatever, but it seems to me like the fees are, I'm not going to say insignificant, but not significant enough to grant someone to, move over to Litecoin, I guess, And then you got its top competitor is Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has the name brand. It's peer-to-peer. It's fast. And apparently, I think they may implement privacy. I don't know if that's true or not. Litecoin promised it with the Mimblewimble. They never delivered. So, right now, what I've been seeing is that Bitcoin Cash is getting ahead of Litecoin. So, and I'm not holding Bitcoin Cash. And I don't have anything against Bitcoin Cash, honestly, but I'm not holding it. So what did I swap out my Litecoin for, guys? Okay, I already let you know it wasn't Bitcoin Cash and it wasn't USD. What have I swapped my Litecoin for? Finally got out of that position. I'll tell you, I've been explaining why, but then I'll tell you why I got into the other position that I got into. I just shared that article about the Bitcoin halving. Let me pull up the CoinMarketCap and then, well, let's actually start with the legacy system, the stock markets, because, you know, everything follows this, at least in 2020. I know back in 2018 and 2017, there wasn't a direct correlation, but now there is, okay? And you got to deal with what you have in front of you, not what the idea was in 2018 or what could be in 2025. I'm talking about right now, right here. S&P is at 2,800. I shared an article in my previous video, the one I did this morning. Goldman Sachs says the bottom is in. They've reversed their position, and now they're making projections. End of the year, they're expecting S&P to hit 3,000. So that's gonna, if that's true, it would be positively impacting crypto. So, you know, that's something to consider. We're at, you know, I've been saying that we're at a precipice of a major opportunity, okay? Whether the whole entire system breaks down and resets and we get a new one, or if this bubble keeps floating, we're going to be ready to take our positions and to make gains out here. I'm not standing with, we're not going to be standing on the sideline with our penises in our hand. Okay, we're going to be in the game, guys. All right, let's make sure that we take advantage of the opportunity, whatever that opportunity is. Let's make sure that we get ahead. And so far, you know, it seems, I'll tell you this much. USD is looking stronger. A lot of people think it's going to crash and burn. I don't know. I mean, I said this morning, what's the alternative? They may just roll in that digital alternative, but the only alternative I can see that could float is one that's actually backed by the military might right now. You know, what are you going to do? You think the whole world's going to kumbaya and get behind Bitcoin? You know, it's going to require some sort of a centralized structure to really change a global currency if they wanted to. But right now, I don't see the point because USD is stronger than it was before. Okay, that's the fact, Jack. The fact, Jack, is that USD got stronger because of this. And as much as I hate to say it, because the way it became stronger is through means that are arguably not honest with this money printing. But that's a whole nother thing. Let's just go run down here and we'll get to the point. S&P at 2812, Dow at 23,390. And you got the futures for crude oil are down. Listen, I got my eyes on the oil and the gas companies. I said that this morning. I got my eyes on Chevron. Do you really think that they're going to go bankrupt? I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. You know, I'm not fond of gas companies or anything like that, but you know, it seems to me like they may stick around, and then their earnings are pretty good. Now I know they're about to report earnings soon. And that may change, obviously, but it's something to consider. Let's see what else we got here. Bonds. The 10 years down today, which is bearish. It's at 0.74, but way higher than it was when it was like at 0.58 not too long ago. Blockset is hitting me up with an ad. Let me click this. Let me get the BAT tokens. Download the Brave browser, guys. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you. Download this Brave browser. All the time that you spend on the internet on your Google Chrome is not being you're not being rewarded for it. Okay, so make sure you're being rewarded by your time online, and you could do that by downloading the Brave browser. Do it. Let's see what stocks are active. Ford is active. General Electric, Bank of America. I got my eyes on BAC as well. You know, I'm not fond of the banks, but let's be honest. Which banks are going to stick around? Some of these, many of them are going to win, whether you like it or not. And it's, you know, it's the truth. I don't know which ones are the winners, but let's see. Carnival's an active stock. I'm not, you know, listen, I'm sure that there will be a day where cruises are back and, you know, maybe it's a good deal now, but I'm not interested. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I'm not interested. I would see the cruises being one of the last of the travel industry to get really back online, to tell you the truth. I mean, one of the things that I would see coming back online first is gas and oil, right? Because as soon as things open up, people are going to have to fill up again. And then that leads into the airlines, right? You know, people are going to start taking flights as well. I'm not fond of the airlines, though, I'll be honest, although they may, you know, come back. And then you got Trump saying Boeing is too big to fail too, and Boeing did well yesterday, so I may look into that. So, I'm looking at the banks, I'm looking at the gas and oil companies, and of course, the software companies and the chip makers. That's also on my list, and we'll discuss that later on. But drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you read me loud and clear. In just a second, I'm going to run down the coin market cap and see how healthy things are looking out there worldwide. Big shout out to Dark Dog, Crypto Elf, Robert, and the rest of the boomers that are tuning into this live one, guys. Tuning into this live one. So I was watching that task force hearing yesterday, and it seems like the tune is starting to change. The projections are not as severe as far as the Rona cases and the deaths and all that. It's proving to be not as severe as the doctors were saying. It was, come on, guys. Doctors are always dramatic. Before this whole Rona thing came to fruition, I went to the doc for a checkup. I'm doing fine. By the time I'm walking out the doc, they've already tried to push me. I don't know how many vax and how many tests. And, they left me feeling paranoid, and I walked in there feeling, healthy. And, it's just a reminder, listen to the docs, but also listen to your intuition too, guys, because come on. And it's a good thing. Like I said this morning, that it hasn't proven to be as severe as they once projected. So, at the end of the day, that means that less people are going to get hurt, and that's a good thing. Or it seems like less people are going to get hurt. So let's open things back up, hopefully sooner than later, and let's get back online. I feel like there's a lot of pent-up energy, and yes, the economy got hit hard, but that's because everybody got locked down at the house. What's going to happen once people go back outside and they got a lot more energy? We took a good rest, okay? There could be benefits from this rest, from recovering, rest and recovery. There could be some benefits here, guys. So I'm trying to focus on that and see where the boom is. Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Share with me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop it there immediately. Let me see where the coin market caps are looking at like today. Let me share my screen. Coin market cap. Let me hit refresh. CMC total market cap at 195 billion. This is like an afternoon spending by the Fed, guys. This is a little drop in the bucket compared to the trillions of dollars that are being thrown out there. You got Bitcoin dominance at 64.2. Bitcoin there at 68.60, up 2% in the green. Ether up 2.34. Ether looking sexy at $157. Ripple at 18 cents. Bitcoin Cash, I just mentioned how they have been passing Litecoin in the competition here. Bitcoin at Bitcoin Cash at 223, up 1%. Satoshi Vision, I don't even know how Satoshi Vision keeps hanging around, guys. I don't get it, and it just goes to show you like how weak really the market is. When a coin like SV could stick around in the top 10, it shows you that the markets are slim, they're small, they can be easily manipulated. 195 billion dollars. Like I said, this is an afternoon spending spree by the Fed. You got EOS up as well at Litecoin at 41. I dumped my Litecoin, guys. I dumped my Litecoin. What did I dump? What did I trade my Litecoin for? Guess it here in the population of the chat box. I'll reveal that in just a moment. What did I trade my Litecoin for and why? Why did I get out of Litecoin and why did I get into this other position? Binance at 1574, up 8.66%. Binance, the number 8 coin. And we're bullish on Binance. It shows, it shows a revenue producing model. This coin is a utility coin that seems to be making revenue. They're an exchange, one of the top exchanges. Okay, and I know there's manipulation, guys. I know it. There's manipulation everywhere. If you're dreaming about a utopia, that is just a dream, guys. Okay, you got to expect things are flawed, and you got to find which ones are least flawed. EOS at 245. I got a position on EOS. I'm starting to question it. Okay, I see Nano Joe says he dumped his Litecoin at 130 for EOS. Now, I think EOS right now maybe has more upside potential than Litecoin. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you this. I EOS now. I don't got Litecoin anymore. So you know what I mean? But I did not dump my Litecoin for EOS like Nano Joe did. So I haven't dumped my Litecoin for USDC or EOS. Which one did I do? Let's see if you guys can guess it. You got Tezos at 194. This is one that's attractive. Chainlink at 337. I know that a lot of you guys like Chainlink, and it's definitely a community favorite. You got Leo there at 102. Stellar at 4 cents. Monero at $53. The last true crypto on the block. Cardano at 3 cents. And Huobi there at 374. Nanos here, Crypto Elf, Dark Dog, and the rest of the boomers. All the boomers worldwide. Before they started using that boomer as a meme referring to people's age, we were here booming with the bits. And when I say kaboom, boom, I'm talking about all the way up, blowing up, boom, boom, boom. So that's what it is. Robert says EOS equals pedo. Yeah, I've heard that one. You know, it has links to what's that guy's name? That I don't know. But you know, to say that in absolute, I don't complete. I would say it has links, but to make it equal to, I'm not looking at it like that. That severe. But I see, you know, I've heard that before, and I've definitely heard the links. But yeah, to say it equals that, I think that's a little bit too extreme. Like the Rona projections. Yeah, I'm sure it's something, but it's probably not that bad. So anyhow, let's go ahead and talk about these headlines. I already shared Bitcoin halving is now more popular than Bitcoin on Google. And this morning I shared the Goldman Sachs article that I came across on Market Watch. This article right here, and I'll share it in just a moment. Goldman Sachs abandons its bearish near-term view on stocks, says the bottom is in. This was published just yesterday. So let me link this one in the population, and I also shared this one this morning. And I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but this is you know, interesting, and it could impact the markets. I mean, this is a big dog bank, right? With the long Easter weekend behind us, stocks are pointing to a lower start for Monday. A big question to start this week is whether investors have gotten ahead of themselves after the S&P managed its best weekly gains in 45 years as the Federal Reserve threw more money at the economy. Banks have something to say about that Tuesday as they kick off earnings season. I've been talking about that, shedding light on the damage that's been done so far by the virus. The call of the day from a team of Goldman Sachs strategy led by David Kostin says the worst of the market is behind us, says David Kostin over there out of Goldman Sachs. A previous near-term downside of 2,000 for the S&P is no longer likely, he says. Our year-end S&P 500 target remains 3,000, up 8%, says the team in a note to direct clients on Monday. I just linked that article there in the population of the chat box so you could read along. Why are they saying this? The combination of unprecedented policy support and the flattening viral curve have a dramatically reduced downside risk for the U.S. economy and financial markets and lifted the S&P 500 out of bear market territory, says Kostin, whose gloomy stock prediction from last month came the day before a complete market meltdown. If the U.S. does not experience a second surge in infections after the economy reopens, the do whatever it takes stance of policymakers means the equity market is unlikely to make new lows. So, I mean, it's you know, whether you believe this or not, I know some people are not, you know, buying into what the bank says, but at least it's not bad news to hear, right? At least it's not doom and gloom. It's something that at least sounds positive, whether you believe it or not, right? And I'll be honest with you, you know, the combination of unprecedented policy support and a flattened viral curve does appear to reduce the downside risk for the economy. That's true, at least for the short term. Okay, I somewhat tend to agree. You know, I somewhat tend to agree. I'll be honest with you. So that's what it is. Drop a comment. Let me know if you read me. I don't know if my chat disconnected or not. Let me check my, because I'm not seeing any chats come in right now. Am I still hooked up? I'm green, green, green over here. Give me a 10-4, Roger that. Let me know if you read me out there, boomers. 10-4. Roger that. Let me check out D Live real quick. Shout out to Miss Crypto over there on D Live. It seems like everything's hooked up. Or are you guys sleeping in? It seems like more people are sleeping in. They don't got to go to work, and every day people are sleeping later and later, right? Don't let it get the best of you guys. This is not a vacation time. You should still lock and load and wake up early. Dark Dog's out there with a Panda machine gun. Shout out to you. There goes more ads, more ads, more ads. Dark Dog, you picked up the Brave browser? How about you, Crypto Chick? Because I'm getting bat tokens all day long. And here's the chart for Bitcoin. Looking all right. Looking all right. Guys, keep your fingers crossed. Let's hope that the S&P booms, because if it goes to 3,000, it's going to pull Bitcoin with it. Okay? It's, you know, don't, there's still people out there that are, they want the economy to fail because they want to prove it right. I don't know what it is. There's some people, they want the virus to be worse than it really is. They want the economy to fail. It's almost like they want to teach everybody a lesson, you know, and guys, it's not up to you to, make the judgments or teach the lessons, guys, you know. It's up to the big man upstairs. And right now, it's looking better than it did not too long ago, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Look at that 1 month. That 1 month for Bitcoin. After touching that 45, I'll tell you, once we went down to 45, once we dropped under 5, I changed my position a lot. It proved to me that Bitcoin wasn't all that we predicted it to be. Now, it's here to stay. I didn't dump all the bag or anything like that. I luckily didn't panic that much. I started thinking about it. I was like, woo. But I started sweating around, 5 over here. But, as soon as we rebounded around, back closer to 6, we're all okay. But again, this knife can drop if the S&P drops too. There's still other people that are saying, it's still going to drop. I'm at the office listening to your show. I love the videos from your car early in the AM too. Thank you, Nano. I used to do those back in the day, but, I don't know why I stopped or whatever, but I'm doing them now because I think the community needs it. I want to put out more content and I want to engage more. We got the time, and the time is now, guys. I feel good. I'm going to be honest with you. For a second there, I got all, I think everybody's gone through a range of emotions because of this pandemic. But luckily, we've been focused and locked in. And each day that passes, the worries are less and the focus is more on the opportunity. Okay. Good morning, champ. I think it's good you sold Litecoin. A dump is coming, says Copy. There you go. So, guys, can you guess what I dumped my Litecoin for? Okay. I dumped I'm out of Litecoin. I got 0 Litecoin. I'm out of it, guys. Okay. Everything's all good. Are you and your family all healthy? Yes. Gloob Shiog. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Thank you for asking, but we're all good. Everything's fine. Everyone I know around is pretty healthy. To honest, I don't know anybody that's been impacted by the virus directly. I've heard, a friend of a friend, and but it's certainly not as severe as Dr. Fauci told us it was going to be. Nano says, you dumped it for Bitcoin or Link. Wrong. Good guess, though. That wouldn't have been a bad move. Original Copy says Monero. Wrong. Monero. I don't, I like Monero. It's the last true crypto. It's the true one. Okay. It's the true walker. But let me tell you, I don't expect Monero to boom. It's going to be a top 20 coin, I expect, but I don't, the boom is not in Monero. Monero is, something to have just in case and to support the crypto industry. But, I don't expect it to be the leader either. Glub Schwag. I don't know how to pronounce that. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing. I'm going to call you GLP. He or she says that's good. Thank you for, the happy face, and thank you for the good wishes. I hope you guys are doing well also. Nano says, you dumped it for US dollars to put into the stock. Nope. And nope. You always call me Glub. Okay, Glub. Been here regularly 2 to 3 years ago. You haven't seen your name in a while, so I'll call you. I'll call you Glub. That's all good. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate your good wishes. I hope you're doing well as well. Let's take a little peek over here on what I've been checking out. So I'll give you a hint. If you look at my watch list right here, the answer is in this watch list. The answer is in this watch list. So without further ado, let me tell you guys what I did. So I dumped my LITECOIN for, believe it or not, this guy, this little puppy right over here. This little puppy, I've been talking about it for the past, I don't know how many weeks. And, I keep coming back to it. And I'm like, you know what? I think that I'm better off holding this bag than the LITECOIN bag. I'm telling you, I've been feeling some type of way of this LITECOIN bag. And luckily, like I said earlier in the broadcast, I started chipping away out of that bag and dollar cost selling out of it for the past year. So, it hasn't been as much as a concern for me as it was before. But I took a hit on that. That was like I told you, it was the dumbest hodl I think I've ever done. But you live and you learn. Copy says can't see the. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, now can you? There it is. So I just revealed it anyway. So I dumped LITECOIN for Ethereum, and you know what, guys? I'm getting closer and closer to that 30. What is it? 31, 32 ETH. How many do we need out here? That's my goal now. Forget about it. I'm gonna hodl down these. I'm gonna end up getting this Ether node. Forget about it. I'm getting this Ether. I mean, we're still assuming that's going to happen. ETH 2.0. It still hasn't been verified. But I'm going to give you guys my train of thought, okay? Nano says, smart move, champ. Thank you. I want your opinions, guys. Nano says it's a smart move. If you think it's a dumb move, let me know. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I'm open. I want to discuss this. But let me give you guys what my train of thought is here with the Ethereum and why I swapped out, okay? You guys know how I've been feeling about LITECOIN. I don't got to explain it anymore. You know how I've been feeling, but I DC'd 8 out. I still held a little position, being that it's blue chip, blah, blah, blah. But looking at this altcoin panorama here and this crypto panorama, guys, Bitcoin got exposed this past month or these past couple of months. It was exposed, okay? It was exposed. It's not as much as a store of value as people thought it once was, okay? And the Bitcoin halving is the big event. It's the big event. What else is going to be the driving price of Bitcoin in the short to midterm? I don't see it other than the halving, okay? So I'm not going to dump all my bits or anything like that. I've repositioned the bags, boom, boom, boom. But what it really clicked in my mind is that if the bits is not going to move as much as I thought, what else is going to move? Okay. Because certainly I don't think that blockchain is over with at all. In fact, I'm bullish on blockchain technology. I think that it's here to stay. I really do think that there's some of these altcoins are going to move. The future does have blockchain technology. Absolutely. And so which one of these coins have some upside potential? And I keep coming back to ETH because it has that first mover advantage. It has a lot of developer talent. And if they really pull off this ETH 2.0, which is the rumor, okay? You buy the rumor, sell the news is what they say. Don't take this as advice. I'm not your crypto father. I'm not your stock market father, although maybe I should be, okay? So there you go. That's my train of thought. So, I want to get into this ETH position for mid to long term. Be honest with you guys, because I don't see what I'm going to be doing with these LITECOINs. If I'm going to be sitting on a bag for a year or something, and with this LITECOIN, the bag was longer than a year, because how long ago was it that, a couple of years I've been holding LITECOIN. So if I'm going to be holding, then, why am I holding? And I couldn't answer that question because, I thought maybe LITECOIN would go up. That was the only reason. Now, looking at Ether has upside potential, but it also has that rumor that, maybe it's going to turn into, POS and be stakeable. And, there may be a reason for people to buy into Ether. And then it doesn't stop there. So, and then I came across. I just been looking at the technicals, just giving a little brief technical. And then when I saw the technical, and the technical's reading buy. And then you go look at LITECOIN tech. And I'm not crazy about technicals. I don't live and die by these things. But, I look at them. Look at the LITECOIN technical. Strong sell. So, it's like I'm thinking all these things in my head, and then I check it. And I'm like, this is only verifying what I'm thinking of. I'm not going by the technical. It's basically justifying or confirming, that's the word, confirming what I originally thought. So there goes the LITECOIN technical. Strong sell on the moving average. Get out of this boat already, champ. Get out of this boat is what I was telling myself, and indeed I did. So I should have done it sooner. And then you look at the ETH technicals, guys. The ETH technicals are way more favorable. And there's a rumor. There isn't, like, what's the rumor with LITECOIN? Wimble. And I heard it. And like, that rumor, I'm sorry. I'm out of it. Look at these techs for ETH. Let's look at the 1 month on ETH. Let's see if it's any better. It's still sell. Okay. Let me see for the week. It's still buy. So, the technicals are more favorable. And the rumors are more favorable, if you ask me. And looks like the volume is, and so many other things. When I see LITECOIN falling behind Satoshi Vision, that's all I got to say. Sold on my LITECOIN yesterday when they said they advertised a satanic comedy movie. Don't sit well with my values. Oh, I didn't even hear about that. What are you talking about? Let me see. Or what are you talking about? Because I don't know. I'm glad I got out of it too, if that's true, Jigger Romes, because that's not up with my values either. So that's what I did, guys. I dumped my LITECOIN for Ethereum, and I'm on the way to get. How many ethers do you got to get? 31, 32? I'm going to get them, guys. I'm going to secure these baggies, and I'm going to hopefully they POS. And maybe if they swap to POS and the coin booms, maybe I dump it right there on them and then buy back in when, the price is low. Because, buy the rumor, sell the news. So I'm buying the rumor. The rumor is ETH 2.0, ETH 2.0. It's going to be proof of stake. Bang. And then one day they'll say, okay, we're ready to do it. And then everybody's going to buy in there. And once the price runs up, then I'll dump, not dump it, maybe sell some and buy back in. Is a possibility. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Guys, again, this is all opinions and entertainment and not advice. Let me keep that clear, because I know that there's, those cucks out there that will call the police on people that are playing in the playground with their family nowadays. Will, try to point the finger at me. Or the boomers here in this population. So let me be clear. I am not your father, although maybe I should be. So don't take advice from the champ. This is only my opinion. 32 ETH required for staking, says Nano. So there you go. 32 is the rumor. That's my goal. I'm going to bag up these 32 and I'm going to hodl them down. And let's see where we're at. Because I feel better holding ETH right nowadays than I do LITECOIN. ID 2020 is running on ETH, also good for bags, not for humanity. I don't know about that, but that doesn't sound cool, Tyler. I've been seeing funny bunny stuff for that ID and blockchain tech, not only on ETH. You got that token called Civic, which is kind of weird. And then I've also heard that EOS wants to do like a ID as well on the blockchain. And I wouldn't be surprised have placed block 1 right outside of DC, and it looks like they're lobbying. So, we know the downside of blockchain tech, guys. It may not necessarily be good for humanity either. But right now I'm not having an ideological conversation. I'm having a practical one. Jigger Rome says LITECOIN is sponsoring a Johnny Knoxville movie advertised as a satanic comedy. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm not into Johnny Knoxville or satanic comedies or anything like that. So I'm glad that I don't even have to consider that now, because I got rid of the bags. Nano says if DeFi becomes huge, also ETH will be easily surpassing all-time highs of 1,600 per coin, says Nano. And that's, it's a possibility. And I look at there's got to be an upside here, because there goes eToro with the ads all day long. Boom, boom, boom. Let me click these ads. Anyhow, I look at the upside here and I'm like, Ether. And look, it's the only token that even came close to outperforming Bitcoin as far as market dominance. And I'm not saying it will or it's not. I'm just saying it looks to me like it got room to grow. And there's more rumors and possible driving events to drive the price, you know, like rumors of like the 2.0 or the DeFi. There's a lot of still promise and potential there. And with Bitcoin, all I hear is halving. That's all I hear is halving. So where's the excitement for the bits? Before it was like, oh, this is the antithesis to the banking system. It's the store of value. It's the new global currency. And guys, I sipped on the potion on the Bitcoin aid for a while. Okay. You know, I admit it. But, you know, as we grow and we deal what we have in front of us, that doesn't seem to be as true as it was before. So drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. I answered the question out there. Dump my Litecoin for Ether. Let me know how you feel about that. But yeah, Ether bags. Let's see. I'm buying the rumor, guys. I'm buying the rumor on this ETH because I feel like, you know, once Bitcoin halves, you know, it's going to do what it does. I already have my Bitcoin position. I'm ready for this halving. I've hodled through. We've been holding Bitcoin for years. Boom, boom, boom. Like, there's not much more to say about the bits. I pretty much know what I'm going to do with it. But what's up with these other coins? Which ones are going to boom? Let me know. How long we've been on? 42 minutes. Let me check out D-Live real quick. D-Live. Miss Crypto Chick gave me 20 lemons. And we got ETH1 dropped me a lemon. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gratuity. Boom. Boomers. Head to dlive.tv/champagne-crypto. And we'll get it on and popping with a lemon redistribution in just a second. Look up the ID 2020 website chant. Microsoft, Accenture, and Bill Gates is pushing for this. If you dive into the documentation of this, they mention ETH. Okay, I will. Thank you for letting me know. And, you know, those IDs, like I said, is not only with Ether. I've heard that with EOS, Civic, and a few other ones as well. So, you know, we got to keep our eyes and ears open. And, you know, Bill Gates seems funny bunny to the champ. So, you know, something to consider. Shout out to Tyler, Jigger, Rome's, Nano, and the rest of the boomers out there. Copy. I see you. Guys, head over to D-Live in a little bit. In just a moment, we're going to do a redistribution. Boom, boom, boom. Let's look at these text analysis on some of these other stocks and tokens that I've been looking at. So the techs on Ether looking sexy. Tech on Ether looking sexy. How about the SPY? Something I been keeping an eye on, an S&P 500 ETF. This is down. This is on my watch list saying sell. Let me see what the technicals read for the month projection. So if you look at 1 week out, strong sell. 1 month is still strong sell. So although Goldman Sachs is the bottom is in, these technicals don't reflect that. What else are we looking at? Yelp, I'm not interested, but I was watching it because they laid off a bunch of people and then they took a hit. The technicals are probably sell on Yelp as well. USO, last week I bought a call on USO expecting it to go up, you know, with the rumors of the OPEC deal or whatever, but it didn't really. Actually, I lost on that position. So I think that call expires this week, so let's see what happens, but it probably is going to expire worthless. This one I'm really looking into HODL, and I explained this morning, Chevron. This is one that I'm thinking of HODLing for a midterm. A few of this, you know, I'm not really big on any of the stocks. I've been thinking of just, you know, going in and going out. But if I were to hold, it would be something like a Chevron or something like that, because this does pay dividends, pretty chunky dividends. Let's look what the technicals read on Chevron. Let's look a month out. Everything's reading sell today. This leads me to believe that the technicals are expecting S&P to drop. USO, Yelp. What else? I was looking at UNH, United Healthcare. Let's see what that does. And they're up today. Their technicals are buy. And I think they reported earnings or are going to. They're all buy down the board. This one's I've been looking at as well. Let's see what the 1 month projection is on UNH. Strong buy on the moving average. Oscillators read sell and summaries buy. Now let's see if there's any like deals. Maker, which is the DeFi coin on ETH, is down because apparently there was some sort of bug in the Maker smart contracts that allowed people to like take out more DAI tokens, or some sort of a flaw occurred, and I think that impacted the price. Maker is one of the tokens associated with the DeFi smart contracts, and I think that there's something here. This may be a deal as well because it's been losing weight, and I don't know if it's going to go away. Keep an eye on Maker. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Let's see what other ones. I already talked about USO. I like Link. I know there's a lot of Link Marines in here. I'm just a little weary about Link being that it's so high already, and some people are like, oh, it's headed to 10, 20, and that may be the case, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. How high could it go? Maybe, although you should buy into strength, right? Like, it's definitely looking strong. LITECOIN, I might as well just delete it. LITECOIN. The biggest, look at this chart, the biggest flop of all time, guys. Get out of here. Back to Link. Tezos. I like Tezos, although I don't hold it. Cardano. It's another speculation. And then let's look at the EOS charts. I got my eyes on dumping, perhaps. I just came up with another idea. Should I dump the EOS into more ETH, and like that, I'll maybe even complete or get close to getting that 32 ETH. What do you guys think? Is EOS the next bag that I should dump? I don't know. I'm looking at EOS. I don't know. I mean, I've been holding this EOS, and it's like, it's cool, bro, but it doesn't really, what's been going on with EOS? What's been going on? And that, my understanding is that they got an ID type of thing that they're trying to work out too. So, let me know. Drop a comment there. What do you guys think? Another stock that I think I was considering is your old school Coca-Cola. Is Coke going away, guys? I don't think so. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think Coke is going anywhere. So, 3 Warren Buffett stocks to buy now. Let's see what this one says. Where the stock market is taking a major beating recently, there are significant discounts on some popular Warren Buffett investments. Number 1, Visa. Yeah, I don't see Visa going anywhere. Okay. Coke. Look, could you come on? I did not look. I was literally just looking at Coke, and now this one is telling me Coke. This is completely a coincidence. Okay, guys, this is completely. This actually means something right now. This is like synchronicity. Maybe I should look into Coke more. Okay. Another Warren Buffett staple, owning about 10% of the Berkshire Hathaway. Wow, one of the strongest brands in the world. While supply chains have been affected, there has been an explosive growth in grocery store sales. Coke has a strong balance sheet with cash reserves, more than $11 billion. So there you go. And let's see what number 3 is. Sirius. Wow, that's not one I even considered. Sirius XM Radio. And let me tell you, my intent was to actually renew my Sirius because, I listen to, Shady 45. I listen to one of the better channels there on Sirius XM is the Billy Graham channel. And I was going hard on that. I think it's number 460 there on Sirius. And he's one of my favorite pastors. I mean, one of the few that really touches me with his words. Now, I know there's some controversy with him as a person sometimes, but who's controversy free out here? All of us have some dirt on us, right? So there you go. Sirius. New car sales are a significant driver of growth in subscribers for a month for the company. Also, with car sales down significantly, Nissan, for example, saw a drop. Despite these issues, it does not appear that the situation will be as bad as the company's stock price decline suggests. Cancellations are not likely to be too extensive, with hopes that people will be back to normal in a couple of months. And that's the same reason I'm looking at the oil and gas. So it's been strongly performing in the past year. The Sirius up 7% increase. So I like these picks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't consider Sirius, but you know what? Let me throw this one on my watch list. So is it XM? Yeah, Sirius Holding. Or is it Siri? Okay. How Siri is it signed? Okay. There we go. So let's look at this chart for Sirius. Technicals read sell on the 1 day, but let's see what it says for the 1 month. Yeah, see, all the technicals are still kind of reading sell via TradingView. But it's up today. So I got my eye on it. And also, I had my eye on Zoom. And I bought a put on Zoom when they announced, when Google announced that they were going to ban the desktop app or whatnot. And, you know, I had this little theory along with some other groups that I frequent that perhaps maybe companies that have associations with China may, you know, be impacted negatively. But that didn't seem to be the case. Zoom went back up. So I bought a put as, you know, and the put that I bought like doubled up in an hour. I wasn't able to sell it because of this damn pattern trading rule. So I had to hold it over the weekend. And by the time, you know, a few days passed, the put lost its value. So, you know, now I'm down on that one. So boom, boom, boom. That's what's going on, guys. Drop me a comment or a question here before I head out. My intent is to do some phone calls here during the live stream. And I put out a heads up yesterday. If you want me to call you, and, you know, we can talk about the altcoins or the Rona or, you know, something that's relative to the channel, email me, champagnecrypto@gmail.com. Drop me your phone number, and I'll call you private. And I'm getting, talking about EOS now, I'm getting emails from EOS about the voice app. Let's go ahead and do a lemon distribution on D-Live. Big shout to Dark Dog and the rest of the boomers that are tuning in on D-Live. I'm getting texts from a couple boomers here that they're up there on Robinhood. And I'm glad that some people here in the network are up. Just got a text from one of the boomers, up 40% in the past week. So shout out to him. Let me go ahead and do a lemon distribution, guys. Original copy says stay in cash. You know, I can't argue with that copy. And I've been saying that, you know, for the past, I don't know how many weeks. And make sure you got cash. I agree with that one, copy. You know, make sure you got a good, you know, stay liquid just in case opportunities come and whatnot. I agree. You know, I got a position in cash now. You know, I'm trying to find perhaps some other deals, but I'm not going to abandon the cash at all. I'm not going to abandon the cash at all. Lenovo hitting me up with ads. How many ads did I get during this broadcast, guys? Like how many? 5? Or at least 4? All right, let's go ahead and do this distribution, guys. I'm going to give out 51 lemons here to the population. Make sure you click claim rewards as soon as I click distribute rewards. If you are using a browser that blocks pop-ups, you need to go ahead and change that in the settings. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get it. Drop your memes. And 2, 1. The lucky winners today are Dark Dog. He got 32 lemons. And Crypto Fanboy. He won 19 lemons. So big shout out to Dark Dog and Crypto Fanboy. Shout out to Peter. I see you there in the chat box. Dark Dog's the big winner today. I see you out there, Dark Dog. Congratulations. And you just got yourself 32 lemons. That's like, what, 20 cents? Or less, maybe. But it's fun. It feels good to be a winner. Feels good to be a winner. Feels good to be a winner. Excellent. Big shout out to the big winners. Crypto Fanboy, too. Have I seen Crypto Fanboy in here before? Congratulations to you. I don't remember. But big shout out. That's awesome. Let me share this article that we just... So, I mean, I was talking about this Coca-Cola position that I'm looking at, and then I just randomly came across this article at the same time that I'm looking at the Coca-Cola position. This one is recommending Coca-Cola. So it's funny. So let me share this one, just so you guys could read. Boom, boom, boom. And that's what it is, guys. And I'm glad that I came across this article because it talked about Sirius XM, and I'm a user, so it's something to consider. It's up today as well. So, but if you're just tuning in, the champ dumped his Litecoin. I decided to swap it out for Ether. I'm buying the rumor. The rumor is that Ether will be upgrading to ETH 2.0. It will be proof of stake, and if you have 32 ETH, you'll be able to set up. I don't know if it's a node or some way of you'd be eligible for rewards if you're staking the 32 ETH. So let's see if we're buying that rumor, maybe even sell the news if that happens. So stay tuned. That's what I did. I got out of that Litecoin position. I'm so glad. This is something I should have done a long time ago. Now I'm considering getting out this EOS position, maybe going more into ETH or something else, or maybe keeping the EOS position. I don't know, but that's the one I'm looking at now. I got this EOS position. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I dump the EOS? Should I hold it? And if I do dump it, what should I get? We got who was it? Original copy says stay in cash, right? Was that you? Yeah, stay in cash. And that's hard to disagree with. Luckily, we do have a little cash on hand here, just in case we get hit. But yeah, I saw this chart. I saw the technicals with ETH and the rumors there, guys. I mean, especially if I'm going to be holding altcoins, I'd rather hold ETH than Litecoin. That's real simple. I mean, and right now I'm kind of feeling like I'd rather hold ETH than EOS, and maybe I'll do that. Drop a comment here. We've been on for almost an hour, so I'm about to start tuning this down. Check out the video I did this morning talking about Goldman Sachs saying the bottom's in, and hopefully they're right. Hopefully they're right, because if they are, this could positively impact the price of Bitcoin. Now, if they're wrong and the bottom's not in and there's going to be more blood, we'll be prepared too. Like I said, we're ready for anything. We already experienced Bitcoin dropping under 45, and at that moment, I was ready for $2,000 Bitcoin. So we're ready for the downside. Be prepared for the downside, but also be prepared for the upside. Okay, don't let the FUD knock you off track out here, Boomer. Stay focused on the field. I need you guys focused with your eyes right there on the sniper scope, on the crosshairs, just in case any funny bunny, any baby bear pops up, that you could snipe them out the box. Keep your eyes on the crosshairs, guys. Keep it. I need you guys focused out there, please. There's got to be opportunities, whether it's on the upside or the downside. We're going to catch it. I feel like this is a good, again, we're at the precipice, guys. This is the time. Drop a comment. I'm about to sign off. I picked up more ETH. That's the bottom line of this broadcast. I picked up more ETH. And forget about Litecoin, guys. I'm done with Litecoin. Let's look at the metals real quick. Metals are okay. We got silver doing good, 1573. Silver going up. Gold going up. Gold going up. Snapchat going up too. All right, boomers. Stay strong out there. there's no more comments and questions, I'm out of here, guys. I appreciate all your time. I'll be back tomorrow with the live stream, as always, every single weekday. We're out here early morning Eastern Standard Time, or not even early morning, just in the mornings Eastern Standard Time. Spreading that good crypto word every single weekday. And if you want me to give you a call on one of these live broadcasts, just shoot me the email, champagnecrypto@gmail.com, and I'll call you from a private number, and I can throw you on air if you like. And like I said before, I got a burner phone. I could set up a phone number where you guys can call in, and maybe I do that as well, because I really want to I want to talk to some of you guys and see what's going on out there. So on that note, I'll leave it there, and I'll be back tomorrow with the live stream, or maybe even today I'll drop another video if it's appropriate. On that note, stay strong. Make sure that you're doing some calisthenics. I need you doing some push-ups, some sit-ups, a little jog, something. I don't need you guys sleeping in, eating, and drinking Coca-Cola. Don't drink the Coke. If anything, buy it and flip it. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, stay strong. I'll check you guys, if not today, tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer. Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.